Hello everybody, Arkin over here, getting back some more Let's Play Trails to Azure. Alright, back to... God, oh, my mouse always on screen is angering me. Yeah, we gotta go to Crossbell Cathedral now, because we grabbed the grass. Let's vamoose out of here. Already evening, huh? I'd like to hand in our report today, so we've got to gather info. Yes, I hope there are some clues. For now, we're paying a visit to Reese or Miss Marble, correct? Yeah, let's try the Sunday school classroom first. Oh, you all are... Grimwood. Long time no see. Seems you've been quite busy lately. Is that so? Well, actually the mayor asked me to draft the Constitution for the state independence. Huh? Constitution? That's different from a state law, right? A constitution is the fundamental law that establishes the basic conditions of a state's existence. As the supreme law that establishes a nation's sovereignty, government, and fundamental principles, interference from other nations is not permitted. It's something that's absolutely indispensable for having the appearance of a nation. Right, another complicated thing. However, I think that someone like Mr. Grimwood is truly suited for it. Because the mayor asked me so earnestly, I couldn't really turn him down. Well, I agree with his ideas even on a personal level. Maybe they'll be difficult to realize, but I want to at least give him a hand. Is that so? Could it be that you came to pray during one of your breaks? Yes, I had reached a bit of an impasse, but it seems that this is a nice change of pace. Really, it's not bad for a man to pray to the gods in times of trouble. Haha, you said it. Thank you so much for all your hard work. I should say the same to all of you. It's already evening, but could you have come due to a job? Yes, there's something we'd like to consult a church official about. Seems you have your own circumstances. I'm busy as well. However, if there's something I can help you with, don't hesitate to pay my office a visit. You all are welcome there at any time. Thank you very much. Please be careful on your way back. He seems busy. Yes, writing a constitution draft can be very demanding. If something poor is published, the Empire and Republic will say it lacks persuasive power. Whoa, that's kind of different kind of worry. That's a different kind of worry than how busy we are, huh? By the way, are we visiting the Sunday school classroom? Yeah, let's go. Is it even Sunday? There's senior class lessons at this hour, huh? Seems like Kia is not attending today. Do you all need something? Ah, Archbishop Aralda. Good evening. If I remember correctly, you're from the Crossbell Police. Do you need Sister Marble? Yes. We'd like to consult with her about a certain plant. A plant, is it? Is it a medicinal herb or something? No, that's not the case, but we heard that it might appear in the Testaments. Oh? In that case, you could ask me about it instead. I may not look it, but I'm knowledgeable about medicinal herbs and plants in general. Now that you mention it, you really helped us out with that lupinus grass case. Well, if you like, that is. I'm retiring to my office. Come visit if you like. Office retirement party. Strict as always. But since we're here, why don't we try consulting with him? I mean, might as freaking well. Pardon us, we're from the special sports... He literally just saw you guys. Yes, do come in. Let's hear it. A plant that appears in the Testaments, you say? Well, we're still not certain, but first we'll tell you what happened thus far. The presence of time, space, and mirage elements and mysterious monsters. And they're different from the monsters at the tower and temple that were previously reported. Come to think of it. She said that they tried to consult with the church before. Those flowers, do you have them with you now? Yes, they lost their light, but... These are... Could it be? As you I thought. You know something? No. Unfortunately, I have no idea. Huh? Hey now, how come? No matter how you think about it, that reaction says you do have some idea about it. I said I don't. Though I was the one who called you, I'll ask you to leave now. It may not look it, but I am busy. No way. Oh, and asking Sister Marble is useless. Although she's extremely knowledgeable, she probably won't know about those flowers. Conversely, if she did know about them, that would be a bit of a problem. You mean, if you think about it, you could only make that statement if you did know them, no? No matter what you say, my answer won't change. Even if Commander Sonia of the CTF came here in person. Lloyd, let's excuse ourselves. No further questioning is pointless. Geralda, you're a bastard. Like, you're a literal piece of human shit. Understood. Excuse us, arch piece of shit chump. Yes, do not think ill of me. Oh, I freaking do. You're an asshole. Go screw yourself. I hate that character. Wait just a second here. Wasn't he just a tiny bit too mean? Randy. However, it didn't seem like there was anything he felt especially guilty about. It was like he thought hiding something from us was the correct course of action. Most likely, there's some kind of taboo. One so great even Miss Marble doesn't know about it. Oh man, when you put it that way, it just makes me want to know it that much more, you know? If it's come to this, should we read the entire Testament start to finish? But if you consider the entire Testaments, they're extensive. I've read them a long time ago, so I don't know where that passage would be. Those details probably won't appear in the normal Testaments. Huh? Your Reese! Shh, quiet down. Leave the chapel and come to the dormitory. What do we do? If I recall, she said she's a member of the girls' leader. Anyway, let's try going there. Yes, I think that's alright. Yeah, she's got more clout than the freaking even the Archbishop. Yeah, she's got more clout than the Archbishop in matters of the church. Come now, this way. I don't want other people to see us. Right. Excuse us. Afterwards, Lloyd and the others were shown to Sister Reese's room. They told her about the flowers they picked and their arguments with the Archbishop. I see. Indeed, it's understandable that the Archbishop won't tell you about them. Huh? You know them, Reese? Yes, the flowers you all picked. Indeed, it's likely they're the same flower mentioned in a certain volume of the Testaments. Not an official one, but rather one of the so-called Apocrypha. Apocrypha? In other words, a testament that isn't recognized as official? Yes, even within the church, only a select few are permitted to read them. However, members of the Grolls are allowed to read them. After all, the existence of many dangerous artifacts is recorded therein. I see. Then what is written there about these Azure Flowers? They're described in the Book of Raider, one of the Apocrypha. Blooming atop septium veins, they are mysterious flowers seen as both good and bad omens. Their name is also recorded, Pleroma grass. What? That name. Isn't that the name of the plant that's used as a Gnosis ingredient left behind in the cult's terminals? Yes. I think we'd hear a name in a place like this. I understand, so that's what happened. Very few of the mysteries left behind in that cult have been explained by the church. Archbishop Geralda has his ideas, but there's been very little investigation into the incident Joachim Winter caused. Please, wait a moment. If those flowers really are an ingredient of that Gnosis drug, well, what meaning could it have that we found it in one of the different places? That's right, I'm also worried about cryptids showing up. Flowers that bloom atop septium veins. Furthermore, they bring both good and ill omens. Yeah, quite the bad coincidence. Anyhow, this doesn't seem like a problem we can deal with alone. Let's return to the support section for now and try to put together a detailed report. Reese, can we convey what you told us to the CGF and Guild as well? Let's see. If you can do me the favor of not mentioning my name at all. To the Archbishop, you're like a spy. Of course, we'll be as careful as we can be. In that case, there's no problem. After I contact the girls letter, I intend to join the investigation as well. Why don't we exchange information if there's any progress? Yes, we'd be happy to. We're counting on you. Afterwards, Lloyd and the others returned to the support section and hurriedly put together a report about the cryptids and Azure Flowers, the Pleroma grass. After sending the report through the Orbital Net to the CGF commander and Guild reception desk, Tired from having gone all over the state after a late dinner with Chief and Kia, they returned to their rooms and decided to rest early that night. This is good. This is the best. With this, I'll definitely, absolutely destroy that guy. Walled? Oh, that's Zor. Ah, it's you, eh? Yeah. No problem. I'm ready anytime. Oh, not walled. Maybe walled. However, you'll let me choose how to do things, alright? That is not walled. That is scurry. I see, the flower that was an ingredient in that drug, eh? If that's the case, then even the police can't ignore it any longer. Yes, I was thinking about continuing our cooperation with the guild, but have any other concerning cases come in? Yeah, but well, let the other sections handle them. Anyhow, with the upcoming state independence referendum, a certain amount of confusion can't be avoided. Right now, eliminating uncertain elements should be your top priority. Right, that's true. In other words, crisis management. But in that case, what should we make today's objective? We finished our part of the cryptids investigation yesterday as well. Well, we could go help the guild racers, no? Is something wrong? Are you worried about something? Well, I was just thinking, why don't we try visiting Rosenberg's studio? Ah, the one said to be connected to Ouroboros? I see, I totally forgot. Of course, without a search warrant, we can't force our way inside. However, that old man said something like this before. However, I don't have anything in particular to tell you right now. If you have other business, you can come again. I'll at least hear what you have to say out of deference for Red. It may be worth paying him. It may be dangerous, though. Indeed, I'd like to get a handle on that strange boy's objective. He may be staying at the studio. I agree. And a dangerous foreign power has reared their heads in Crossville as it is. We can't leave such a suspicious group alone any longer. Right. Should we visit the studio directly? Yeah, let's try checking it out. Depending on the situation, we might need a search warrant. Right. Alright then, let's go already. Hey everyone! Leaving already? Yeah, that was the plan anyway. You're going to the library today, right, Kia? I think I'll look for a Braille book for Shizuku. I'll get groceries on my way back. Anything you want for dinner? Shopping for groceries. Will you be alright, Kia? It's true that you're always cooking for us. Yes. I always buy from Momo's father and from Oscar, too. I'm also friends with the old lady at the department store's food corner. When did you... well, it's keto after all. In that case, it's getting a little colder, so maybe some kind of hot pot would be nice. Ah, good idea. That'll give us all energy. Hot pot. So it has to be Eastern style, right? Kia, will you be alright? I think I'll manage. I want to make the broth properly, so I'll have to stop by the Eastern stalls. Oh, you're going all out for it, huh? I'm looking forward to it when we get home. Thank you, Kia. We'll try our best not to come home late tonight. Alright. Kia is just a darling. Have arrived. What do we do? Seems like it'll be alright to deal with them after we've gone to the doll studio, though. Well, I wonder about that. We don't know how long that visit will go. I think it's best to clear the urgent support request first. You're right, we might need to perform a compulsory search. Then let's head to the Mountain Path doll studio once we're ready. I'm very drawn to the theme park side job. Yes, Tio, we know. We know, girl. Down the monster. Yada yada. Makasedo. Tio has a lot of EP. But them getting bombed is also a decent little sign. Oh, Dependas Chi, huh? Oh, there you are. Oh, she can cast Dark Matter now. You're a bunch of bastards. Actually, I'm just gonna let Randy die. That's if I have a damn choice. You're a bastard. The fact that they're just so much freaking faster than you kind of pisses me off. And that attack hits everybody, which is also pretty damn stupid. So dumb! Like, what the hell? Okay, this is absolutely stupid. We'll come back and kill him in a moment. I figure I'm gonna go in there with full CP. Alright, so I'm gonna kill the Shining Palms instead. If I get lucky. Grab EXP. Decent secret. Damn, that Earthshaker's so strong. Few well-placed combo grabs. Well smash. Deadly Heaven 2. Alright, wanted monster taken out. Craft Rebel. A craft book. This one seems suited for Randy and Wazzy. Okay, Wazzy, let's try right away. Roger. Last Rebellion. Back to Crossbell City. Still only hits one email. Just another support attack. Alright, meet you guys back in Crossbell. And by Crossbell, I of course meant Armorica Village, because that's where our next quest is, at the Chief's house. I thought. Where the heck's the Chief at? Haha! I lied, of course we meant Crossbell City. God damn it. Of course we met Crossbell City. I hate life sometimes. This is the Hayworth residence? This is the Hayworth residence. Excuse us, we're the special sports section. Oh, the ladies and gentlemen of the Triple S. Thanks for coming after what happened yesterday. Thank you, everyone. What exactly, Chief, what exactly happened? It seems there's been some developments in yesterday's case. Yes, it seems the situation is more serious than I thought. I'd like to discuss the request immediately. Do you mind? Sure don't. No, please fill us in. You said the situation's changed since yesterday. Yes, that's right. Yesterday evening, I went to Derek, who was staying at the inn, and tried to persuade him once again. I pointed out to him the suspicious points of Mineth and asked him to stop associating with him. You gave it to him straight then? Yes, but in the end, Derek wouldn't listen. Instead, I learned something new. I hurried to Harold's place to discuss the matter with him. Something new? Did you figure out what Mineth was up to? I was surprised too once I heard about it. It seems that Mineth has penetrated the village even further than we thought. What do you mean exactly? We knew that Mineth had gained the trust of the villagers yesterday, but actually that Mineth is after not just the private property, but the deeds of all the fields and plots in the village. All of the deeds? That's how it is. It's quite concerning indeed. Just how did Mineth manage to get his hands on such important things? Well, based on what I've heard, he called it the Lotus Fields Expansion Project. By collecting the villagers' fields, little by little, he'll expand the Lotus fields and harvest them more efficiently. Finally, Quincy Company will take over management of the fields, so it won't be so difficult to tend and harvest them. Based on what we heard already yesterday, we already knew all of that. At first glance, it seemed like a fine idea. Yeah, too good to be true. And regarding those deeds, if he abuses them, then he won't be able to recover. Yes, suspicion continues to surround Mineth. If it was just our private property, then even in the worst case, there wouldn't be much financial harm, but with him using plots throughout the village, the consequences are unpredictable. I see, you could say there's no way to escape the agreement. And so I figured we could ask for the help exposing his true colors. Can we count on the police to help us with this, even though he isn't a suspect? No, from the start, we aren't bound by police rules. Mineth is only a little suspicious. Allow us to respectfully investigate him. Sorry, you all are always helping us. Then should we start investigating? We don't have any rules at the moment, so clues any... Oh my god. We don't have any clues at the moment, to be perfectly honest. We don't have anything that can be called a motive. That's true. In that case, why don't you try asking Mr. Grimwood for help with this? Mr. Grimwood? Yes, right now, all we know is that Mineth is suspicious. If you explain the situation to Mr. Grimwood, he might be able to detect a hint of crime in Mineth's actions. I see, that's not a bad idea. If he gets us even a little closer to what Mineth is trying to do, it could be a good starting point for the investigation. But Mr. Grimwood is very busy right now with the Declaration of Independence and everything. It's possible that he won't see you. Well, let's go to his law office anyway. We'll think about what to do after. Think about what to do next if he really is out. Yeah, let's pay him a visit. We'll leave it to you then. I'll see if my business partners may have heard any rumors about Quincy Company or Mineth. That would be great, thank you. I'm terribly sorry, you are the only ones who can help. I am at a loss, unable to do anything. Don't worry about it, we'll take care of this. Just wait here for us, Chief. And pray to the goddess for some good news. Alright, thank you. Alright, I think he was in West Street, yes. Oh, Mr. Grimwood. Thank goodness, so you are in the office today. Yes, I'm taking a break just now, but, do you need a consultation on something? So you already know. You're quite sharp, Mr. Grimwood. Haha. If it's the face of someone with a request, I've seen 1,000 of them already. Have a seat there. I'm busy too, but I'll hear you out. Excuse us, and thank you. When the others explained Mineth's profile they had learned the previous day as well as his actions. They also mentioned the confirmation Mineth was collecting our Morgul land deeds, so they obtained earlier that day. I see. I understand the general situation. Ordinarily, I would have liked to take a case like this one, but as I'm sure you are aware, I have important Constitution drafting work to handle right now. I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like I can spare time to look into this. Too bad. It can't be helped then. Even if you could just give us some advice, it would be a great help. Sorry, I'll give you whatever advice I can right now. Thank you very much. So, what do you think? Mineth's actions up to the present, can you sense any sign of a crime behind them? I do have one idea. Whoa, seriously? Yes. A friend of mine in the Empire once told me about a very similar case of this. Although I can't say the circumstances are exactly the same. Right now, we're just looking for anything that would make a good starting point in our investigation. That idea, will you tell us about it? Very well. It's none other than you all who is asking, after all. Ahem then. Several years ago, a single man visited the house of a certain Erebonian baron. Oh, is Minith the guy that screwed the Capuas out of their fortune? No. The man's name was Littner. He called himself a master businessman working for a certain brewing company. To the Baron, Littner presented a certain way to make it big fast. The great barley fields that had been passed down in the Baron's family for generations, they would be used to expand his company's business. A brewery would be constructed in the Baron's territory, and the management thereof left to his family. That was the general idea. That sounds like... the more I hear, the more similar it sounds to our case. Accepting the deal, the Baron signed on to Littner's contract. Then, under the pretext of management and brewery construction, some of the land was temporarily transferred to Littner. Also, some of the Baron's fortune was converted into stock in preparation for starting the business. But then, Littner took the deeds and fortune and disappeared. What? Having suddenly lost contact with Littner, the Baron's people were flustered. It was then the Baron realized the gravity of the situation. The strangest thing happened. Littner sold the deeds to a third party as a prime real estate for building villas. In the end, the Baron was left only with enormous debt. Before long, he ended up losing his entire territory. Having lost his territory, he was stripped of his rank. No one knows what happened to him after that. Wow, I can't believe it. He just went off and sold someone else's property? That's too cruel. That case was the first that came to mind, based on what you told me. Lie and gain their trust, then, at the very end, make off with a huge fortune. It's said to be a technique for committing fraud. Fraud? In other words, Minith isn't an employee of the Quincy company. You're saying it's possible he's just a fraudster? Yes, though not definite, I would say it's likely. There are a large number of points similar to that case you mentioned. I think it's best if we investigate this incident as a case of fraud. In that case, what kinds of things should we be looking at? Yes. Two main things that are suspicious about Mineth. Firstly, that plan of his. We need to look into whether Armorica Honey Company really exists. We might be able to find out about that by following the Mira. To start a business in Crossbell, you need to get a loan at IBC. If his plan is a lie, maybe there will be some evidence of that at the IBC. And the other point, of course, is whether Mineth really is an employee of Quincy Company. Quincy has a headquarters out of the States, so it'll be hard to look into that. It might not be too useful, but there might be a reference regarding that in my home. A reference? There's a Quincy Company pamphlet there, you see. It details the general outline of their company. There might be something we can use in there. A Quincy Company pamphlet. Is there anything that you don't have, Elle? Yes, well, you see, I like making candy, but a while back I had an intense interest in the Quincy Company, and I ordered one of the pamphlets. It should be on the shelf in my room in my parents' home. No, I suppose it's no good. There's no way such a pamphlet would have what we're looking for. Well, it's possible there's something there. That pamphlet is official Quincy Company material. You might find something in there that contradicts what Mineth has said. Don't you think it would be good to check it out, just in case? You're right, for now let's head for Ellie's house. You've given us valuable advice, Mr. Grimwood. Thanks to you, our investigation plan is set. I'm just glad I was able to be of some use. If I recall, you're using Harold's house as a base for your investigation? Yes, that's right, bud. Regarding this case, I think I've helped you as much as time will permit. I am a busy man. I'm afraid I can help you no further. No, don't mention it, and thank you very much. It's good to rely on the help of a professional every once in a while. I'll turn up every now and then. Good luck with your investigation. Sure, thank you very much. Alright, shall we get started? We need to look into IBC financing to see if we can find anything about Mineth's plan. And we'll go to McDowell residence to review the Quincy materials and try to find where it differs from what Mineth said. There are 2 points we need to investigate. Roger, we'll uncover that evidence no matter what it takes. Alright, so let's head to Residential Street. finally through. Let's see. Ah, here it is. This is the Quincy Company pamphlet. Wow, it's even bound. Looks very well made. They're a large company, so they're able to put that much more into it. I think we can trust whatever's written inside. I'm glad to hear it. Alright, from now let's read through it, shall we? Our company stands alone in the confectionery business, working day and night, searching for our next product. Through this pamphlet, we would like to introduce you to a small part of our company. Regarding confectioneries, the most important thing is whether it's tasty. Our company is run on this single point. For this reason, we make no compromises on quality. Our factories are outfitted with the latest equipment. Though hygiene is of course our primary concern, we have an obsession with quality ingredients and the places they come from. Furthermore, we have strict standards for product development. Our employees themselves sample developmental products and impartially judge whether they are worthy of sale. It is only after many planning meetings that products finally enter our manufacturing line. In order to bring you the only confectioneries you'll surely love. This tradition has been passed down since our company's founding. So, that top line right there is a contradiction because he says he doesn't like sweets, but they say they have to test them out. The present Quincy Company exists to continually bring you the best in quality confectionaries. I just skimmed it, but it doesn't seem like there's anything important here. Did you find a contradiction between this and Minna's statements? I thought this might not be too useful for us. Wait, I found something. Really? We can always count on you, can't we? So, what is it? Thinking about what Minna has told us yesterday at the hotel, his answers aren't all that complicated. It was just a few words, but what he said, it contradicts what's written here. And it's enough to prove Minna isn't an employee of the Quincy Company. You got that much from this? Yes, you see. Wait, keep quiet about that for now. Huh? What's wrong? It's shocking that only you would have the answer. In that case, why not save it for when we thrust it in Minna? Hey, I'm not messing around here. No, it's as Wazzy said. It's possible your answer is wrong, boys, so it's dangerous to fool our thoughts here. It's also shocking that you always manage to steal the show, Lloyd. The last one seems like how she really feels. Alright, for now, everyone think about what we've learned. I'll write down the main points of this material in my detective notebook. All that's left is the IBC. Let's head there and investigate. Yes, Roger. Oh, the special support section. What can I do for you? Yes, I actually would like to cooperate with IBC on an investigation we're conducting. Lanfei, can you do an IBC account search for us? We want to investigate mirror transfer related to a certain account. An account, you say? If relation to any incident is confirmed, I can get permission, but... That's right. First, can you tell me the details of your situation? I understand. You see... Lloyd explained the details of the suspected fraud case. I see, so that's the situation. Will that be enough to get permission to search the accounts? This is important for IBC too. If an IBC account was used for fraud, it'd damage your bank's rep. Indeed, this does seem related to an incident. I have permission to tell you what I see on my terminal screen. Yes, that will be fine. Please go ahead. Understood then. Account name, Mr. Mineth. Quincy Company subsidiary, Amorica Honey Company. I found it. The account has indeed been opened. Huh? What's wrong? Is there some kind of problem? It's not like I can give you the balance, but... The Amorica Honey Company account has a bare minimum of Mira on deposit. Then that means... Yes, of course, accounts intended for corporate use require a certain amount of capital to be opened, but... Only that minimum level of Mira is present. In other words, only tens of thousands of Mira are on deposit. They must be from candy factory construction and field management. That amount of Mira isn't sufficient for such activities. I think we can conclude that. Even though he's already taken custody of the land deeds and made various deals, the balance hasn't changed. It's quite unnatural. It's almost as if he prepared the account solely to gain Derek's trust. I see, so that's clearly contradictory. Yeah, I think we got some good evidence here. Thank you for your cooperation, Lanfei. No, it was our pleasure to serve you. If I can assist you in the future, please do not hesitate to stop by. We'll do just that. Alright, with this, we've collected material on each of Minna's suspicious points. For now, let's return to Harold's house. Yes, sir. Oh, it's you all. It seems you've returned. Mr. Grimwood, you came. You're here too, Harold. Yes, I just finished asking my business partners about the current matter. How are things on your end? Thanks to Mr. Grimwood, we were able to find out a few things. Did you find something too, Harold? Yes, in a manner of speaking. Although I don't know what it means. Well, you went to the trouble of getting it. It doesn't matter what it is. Let's hear it. Yes, please. The information might be connected to the current situation. I suppose you're right. Not having any idea about the name Minith, I tried asking my training partners. When I did, it seems Minith has only been studying a certain thing ever since he came to Crossbell. A certain thing, you say? Yes, and that is the price of land in various places throughout our state. The price of land. So Minith is looking more like a real estate agent. But why would he need to look into something like that? This might be crucial to evidence as to Minith's objective. Really? Yes, that makes sense actually. I found out something that may be useful as well. Huh? Harold, Chief Dolpa, will you help me find something in my office? Mr. Grimwood, I don't particularly mind, but is it that important? Well, I don't think it will be able to prove anything, but I think we can think of it as insurance for pinning down Minith. Huh, I don't really get it, but, well, I don't know if we'll be in time, so try not to get your hopes up. More importantly, Special Support Section, you had best hurry to Armorica. If Minith really is a crook, then the plan may be advancing to its final stage. However, if it's you guys, I'm sure you'll be able to do something with the evidence you have on hand. Alright, understood. Alright then everyone, let's hurry to Armorica. We'll expose Minith's true colors and stop him from making any more deals. Yeah, let's go. The chief should be able to overwrite any freaking deals. Because he's the chief. So he should have control over the land deeds and the fields. Damn, did you already finish the deal? Oh, you guys are the Special Support Section. Derek, Minith, can I ask what kind of deal you two were conducting today? My father put you up to this again, did he? Haha, well, why not, Derek? Our plan will begin very soon, after all. What do you mean by that? Just now, I concluded my final deal with Derek. It's decided that work will start on the expansion of the Lotus fields I borrowed from everyone in the village. Then my Quincy company will take over their management. What? So you basically handed over almost all of the village's agriculture to this guy. Derek, are you really okay with this? What do you mean? In the end, I'm just transferring management of the fields to him. Yes, of course. With my company harvesting the honey, we'll be able to operate the confectionery business efficiently. For that to happen, it's most efficient to temporarily transfer the rights to my company. Crap, this guy is cunning. Seems the plan is entering its final stage. If that's the case, then... Farewell, Derek. I'll be delivering this contract to the main office. I think I'll have some good news for you tomorrow, so please look forward to it. Alright, I'll be waiting. Lloyd. Yeah, we can't let him get away. Minith, before that, we have a few more questions for you. Oh? What might you want to know? Yes, you see, it's about certain suspicions surrounding you. That's right, I'm talking about suspicions of fraud. What? Don't be ridiculous, that's rude to Minith. Calm down, Derek. Minith? You said you were the Special Support Section, right? Why on earth would you suspect me of being a crook? I can ask you that much, can't I? Yes, of course. How interesting. In that case, lay it on me. But before that, don't forget that I am an Imperial citizen. In the case you have no clear basis for calling me a crook, in that case, though you are an officer, I'll do whatever I must to obtain restitution. That's fine with me. Lloyd, it's alright, I'll handle this. Based on our investigation results, it's obvious that Minith is committing fraud. We'll expose Minith's true colors and open Derek's eyes. Very well. If you're that prepared, I'll answer anything you like. So, what will we be discussing first? Discussing. First, your actions in Crossbell. I want to ask you about a contradiction between those and what you said. A contradiction, you say? Ever since I came to Crossbell, I've been working with Derek on furthering this plan. The plan to launch the Armorica Honey Company here in Armorica as a Quincy subsidiary. For confectionery business using this village's quality honey. If you apply my company's know-how, I'm sure it will be profitable. I've already registered with the city, and our business is practically in the process of starting. What is so contradictory to that? Well, about that plan you just mentioned. According to the information we obtained, there's a clear contradictory point. Yes, that contradictory point is... When we checked out what you told us against the IBC records, I can see a contradictory point. That plan you mentioned, in actuality, it hasn't progressed at all. IBC? What do you mean? Think about it. If Quincy Company was intended to further its plans in Crossbell, it would need a loan from IBC for factory construction and subsidiary development. Yes, of course. For registering the company with the city, I needed a proper corporate account. You just needed the account, isn't that right? The Armorica Honey Company account had the minimum balance needed to open an account. Though we didn't learn the exact amount, it was on the level of tens of thousands of mira. Do you really think you can construct a factory and operate a business starting with that amount? You looked into my IBC account. Mineth, does this mean? Oh, don't misunderstand. I'm not admitting they have a point. Just think of it as Just think of it as an impoliteness. But there was hardly any money in the account. As an employee, I have to be careful with how I throw money around. I can't take out a loan in the name of the Quincy Company, you see. Of course, I'll think about discussing a loan from the IBC once I've secured permission from the main office. Right? A skillful dodge. No, I can sense that he's flustered. Let's press the attack and shove more evidence in his face. The look on your face says you have something else to ask. Yes, of course. That's not the only suspicious point about you, Mineth. This late in the game? No, it's fine. I want to put you at ease too, Derek. I'd like to ask about your profile, Mineth. You called yourself a Quincy employee, but I'm not mistaken about that, right? Wait, what do you mean? You're saying Mineth isn't with the Quincy Company? Yes, that's what we believe. What do you think you're saying? In that case, why don't I show you my business card or employee ID card? Even if you have them, you may have forged them. We found some evidence that trumps either of those. It was in nothing other than a Quincy Company pamphlet. A pamphlet? It was in L's room. We have its main points written in our detective notebook. It was ordered directly from the Quincy Company's main office. There shouldn't be any doubt as to the authenticity of its information. And there was a clear difference between the material and what you told us yesterday. But what I told you. A point you told us that is contrary to you being an employee, that is. Yesterday you told us this. Although I am an employee, I actually dislike sweet things. Do you deny it? Lloyd, I don't get it. It is true that I don't like them. But what about it? A man with a dislike of sweets can't possibly be a confectionery company employee. Is that what you are trying to say? Actually, that's exactly it. What are you on about? You'll bring shame to the whole of Crossbell Police. This is what was written in the Quincy Company pamphlet. At Quincy, employees themselves sample developmental products and impartially judge whether they are worthy of sale. That's basically what it said. What do you... Ah! It's unusual for someone like Mineth who dislikes sweets to be employed at Quincy. Am I wrong? That is, you're misremembering. That's not going to work. You just now admitted that you don't like sweets. Ugh! If that's the case, then tell us. Why did you pretend to be a Quincy employee? I'll tell you why. It was to gain Derek's trust for the purpose of defrauding him. Based on the evidence we have, that's the only possibility I can think of. And the confectionery business making use of Armorica's honey, the Quincy Company name was a convenient one for using that idea to gain Derek's trust. Mineth, what is the meaning of this? As I thought, you tricked me. Derek, my friend, you mustn't be deceived by these people. What now? So what if it is true? As for me coming to Armorica and suggesting this honey company plan, if I concede that I had the ulterior motive to come here and deceive Derek, what exactly are you saying what that objective was? If you've no proof of that, then you've no right to call me a crook. Proof of objective, that's indeed a problem. Your objective, I actually do have an idea about it. What? Lloyd, are you sure? I have no idea at all. No, I've definitely got this. Just before we came here, a certain someone gave us a certain piece of evidence. Yes, the final clue as to Mineth's objective. What are you mumbling about? Out with it! The true reason you committed fraud in this village, that is. Your true objective is ownership of the land of Armorica Village itself. What? Harold, a trader we know, got some information for us. Mineth, right after you arrived in Crossville, it seems you were looking into land prices across the state. If you were a Quincy employee looking for new business opportunities, that would not be necessary. So why then? There's only one possibility I can think of. It was because your objective is to steal this land. Really? I would never have expected that. And that's not all. Just look all around us. Armorica Village is surrounded by nature's beauty. It's a prime location. Suppose you transferred it to a third party for managing villas. How much do you think you could get for it? There are people who would pay tens of millions for something like this. I don't think the villagers have any idea what they agreed to, but... Yes, that's exactly why he was able to work this whole scheme. If we assume your objective was the land itself, it would explain all of your actions. You'd obtain the deed for the vast Lotus farms and the private property. And under the pretext of returning to the main office, you'd disappear from Crossville. Then you'd sell the deeds through the black market and make a huge sum of mira. That is your true objective. Ugh! Mineth, no way! Lloyd! That voice. Grimwood & Co. Thank goodness, it seems we made it in time. Derek! Father! Harold! And you, I think I saw you. I think you're from that law firm? I'm Ian's assistant, Pete. Normally Mr. Grimwood would come, but he had to leave for something related to the Constitution drafting process. Proof, you said? Yes. Mr. Grimwood called it insurance earlier. Please take a look at this, everyone. Pete produced a single photograph and everyone examined it. A man with the air of a traitor and with the same face as Mineth was depicted therein. The man that appears in that photo is... Why? How do you guys even have that photo? Mr. Grimwood got this photo a long time ago from a reporter he knew in the Empire. But the name on the photograph isn't Mineth, it's Littner. Littner, I think we heard that name somewhere recently. Ah, that's it. It's the name of the man who stole that Imperial Baron's family land Ian told us about. Ugh. Oh yeah, that was his name. Yes. I asked Mr. Grimwood about it once again, and he said there's no mistake. If that's the case, then it seems a pretty interesting truth is now revealed to us. Lloyd, you do the honors. The meaning of this photo, I mean. Yeah, got it. The reason that Littner is in the photo and Mineth standing before us have the same face, that is. Mineth and Littner are the same person. That's the only possibility. The modus operandi is the same, so he must be the same person. It's that simple. Mr. Grimwood said as much. Most likely he's proud of his fraud technique. A crook. That's what you are, Mineth. A charge of fraud is obvious. On top of that, it's likely you're the same person who committed fraud in the Empire. Now that you've been caught, I don't think it's anything to be proud of, huh? We'd love to hear the details in the police HQ interrogation room. Ugh. I did everything perfectly. These brats! Mineth. Well, I wouldn't be so full of myself if I were you. Sorry, but I haven't the slightest intention of being caught over something like this. What? Come, monsters! What? Monsters? And they look well trained. This guy, could he have... Derek! Chief, it's dangerous. Do you have any idea what you're doing? I know exactly what I'm doing. I never thought it would come to this, though. I never wanted to harm Derek or the villagers. Ugh. Well, out of my way, please. Haha, farewell. I don't think we'll meet again, though. Derek! Oh, damn, he got away. Let's go. Ah, seems like he got away, huh? Oh, this is so aggravating to think we couldn't catch a coward like that. Thank goodness the villagers weren't harmed. I think that's all we can do for now. I guess we'll just need to look forward to capturing him next time. For now, let's meet with the chief and report the details of this incident. Yeah, good idea. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. You all saved this village from the demon hand of that crook. Though in the end, the criminal fled. But we reported the matter to Police HQ. It's only a matter of time before he's caught. Derek? I've really gone and done it this time. I got caught up in this fraud and it led all of us to this point. Don't say that. It's not your fault. No, it's completely my fault. I was so desperate to improve the village that I didn't listen to my father, and you already know the result. I'm unqualified to be the next chief. Absolutely. None of that matters. The hell it doesn't, Tolta. Who cares if he's your son? He's screwed up. Father? I've been so rigid in my conservative ways that I didn't even listen to your proposals. Though I am aware the village will eventually fail at this rate, I've done nothing about it. I bear a large share of the responsibility for this incident. No, you don't. Through this incident, I finally realized that, to protect this village, we mustn't rely on a single person's stubborn thoughts. Derek, from now on, I would like you to lend me your wisdom. Each of us will contribute our ideas and we'll discuss them with the villagers. This is how it must be if we're going to protect this village. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, Father. I'll think more about the village from now on. It seems you were able to reconcile. It looks that way. Well, if this is the outcome, then I guess falling for a fraud isn't so bad after all. Wazi. It's not what you say, but how you say it. No, that was definitely out of line. Anyway, once again, all of you have helped us greatly. I would like to thank all of you once again. I must thank Mr. Grimwood once again as well. I'll convey your message to Mr. Grimwood. I too am glad to have been even a little useful in resolving this incident. I look forward to continuing to work with you in the future, Chief. Same here. Just in case, please be on the lookout for that crook. And if you ever need help again, don't hesitate to contact us. Yeah, I'll be counting on you then. Thank you so much for all of your help. Alright. And that's where we're going to call it for now. Till next time, everybody, this has been Ark Nova playing Trails to Azure. Stay cool.